Gun jammed again. Every once in a while, even the best gun we have gives us a problem. When this one gave me a big problem this year, up until this season, I hadn't shot 3.5-inch shells in this gun. I'd only shot 2 3/4 to 3-inch and had not had any issues. So I decided to go 3.5 this year on some goose hunting, which I hadn't done for probably 30 years. And upon going to the 3.5-inch shells for the geese, I discovered that this gun would not extract the 3.5-inch shells, and that my scope cover here was also causing me a problem. So I ended up having to fix that problem, which was blocking shells from ejecting, and an extraction problem with the barrel, and I'll show you how to fix that here. What this gun did was, I had put this sight on here, and I had to cut this away to clear because the shells were hitting this little bit as it hung over this chamber, or the ejection port, not the chamber, and that was enough to bump the shell to keep it inside the chamber area. And so I had a shell locked inside with another one trying to feed and come up. So this is what I did to fix that. That was a simple fix. I'll simulate what it was doing. Is that was catching the shell, preventing it from ejecting. What I ended up with was what I have now created, and that is a jam, where you can see the shell below is trying to feed itself, and this shell then is stuck in there. So that's what the hood was causing, the shell to stay inside and not allowing it to eject. And it jammed pretty bad. It jammed so bad that I really had to twist. I had to twist this thing a lot to get it out. It was jammed in there really bad. But I still have an extraction problem, and that's what I'm going to fix now. There's not a lot of room for these Remington 870s to eject a 3.5-inch shell once it's shot. That means that the timing on these has to be perfect for it to work right. When the bolt closes, the ejector, if you can see it moving there, the ejector actually pulls off the shell for a little bit. And then as you pull and open it up, it then goes back down and grabs the shell. It pulls off and then it grabs. The way to fix this is to remove metal in here to allow it to grab the shell constantly even after the chamber is closed. Now see, it's cut away a little bit, and I'm going to take a little more metal off of it. As you can see, it's hitting up in here as well. So I'm going to take away some more metal and eliminate that issue completely. I'm going to do two things to fix this. So one is I'm going to file this. I'm going to file this internal edge right here and get that down first. I'm just going to follow what's already put in there. Just opening up, making the longer reach in there. A lot more clearance for the extractor to now come in there and hit that. filed a little bit more off, put more depth on it right there. And that allowed it to work the way it's supposed to work. So I'll hit it, touch it up with some bluing. And then I'll hit it with a little bit of oil. That takes care of that protection. So with the clearance in the barrel now, the extractor can now go in without bumping off of the shell, and it will actually grab the shell and hold on to it before it's even fired. So when it comes back, it will pull the shell out with it. Gun fixed. Say it's fixed. These two shells here were the ones that jammed in the gun and wouldn't extract. Both have an extra high brass on them. And when you compare that to other shot of different varies, you can see, especially here, you can see how much higher the brass is than these others. And this extra height in brass, when the shell expanded, was catching further deeper down inside the chamber, and that was causing it to catch. These others, outside of this one, these others shot just fine. Outside of this one and this one, they've always shot just fine. But it's just, no matter which shell you're shooting, you want to make sure that you can shoot every shell that's available, because cost for one thing. You have your very expensive shells here on your Remington hypersonics versus your field and stream that you get at Dick's Sporting Goods. So you just want to make sure that your gun can shoot all these different types of shells out there. Say it's fixed.